through 18. Here we go. Here we go. And this is Leviticus 16 through 18. And Jehovah spake unto Moses after the death of the two sons of Aaron, and they offered before Jehovah and died. And Jehovah said unto Moses, Speak unto Aaron and thy brother that he come not at all times into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not. For I will appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat. Thus shall Aaron come into the holy place with a young bullock for a sin offering, and a ram for a burnt offering. He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh. And he shall be girded with linen and girdle, and with linen mitre he shall be attired. And these are holy garments, therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on. And he shall take the congregation of the children of Israel 2 kids of goats for the sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. And Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make atonement for himself and his house. And he shall take 2 goats and present them before Jehovah at the door of the tabernacle of congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, and one for the Jehovah and the other for the scapegoat. See, what happened was Aaron had made that golden calf. Okay. Later on, his 2 sons offer strange fire. They made the incense wrong, or burnt it wrong, or they didn't follow the instructions. And the instructions are over and over again. And in Exodus 30, it tells them not to offer strange fire. And what they do, they offered the strange fire. I guess that was strike 3 of some kind. Those his 2 sons got burned up. So now he is coming to make atonement for himself, and his household. And then this is where we hear about the scapegoat. And Aaron shall bring the goat upon which Jehovah's lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering. But the goat on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive before Jehovah, to make an atonement for him, and let go for a scapegoat into the wilderness. And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and he shall make atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself. Michelle, good morning. Good morning. How are you? We are in Leviticus 16 now, so open your book and turn to 16, verse 12. And he shall take a censer full of burning coals from the fire of the altar, and burn an altar before Jehovah, and his hands full of sweet incense and beaten small, and bring it within the veil. And he shall put the incense upon the fire of Jehovah, and the cloud of incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony, that he die not. And he shall take the blood of the bullock and sprinkle it with his finger upon the mercy seat eastward. Before the mercy seat he shall sprinkle the blood, even with his finger 7 times. Then he shall kill the goat of the sin offering. That is for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do that which he did with the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it upon the mercy seat and before the mercy seat. And he shall make atonement for the holy place because of the uncleanness of the children of Israel, and because of their transgressions and all their sins. So he shall do for the tabernacle of congregation that remaineth among them in the midst of their uncleanness. Okay. Because of their transgressions. I'm good. This is we just read in Leviticus about all their almost the Levitical doctors, So that's about 4 chapters to just get through, and I didn't see anything that stood out that was wild. This right here, because of their transgressions, that is why they are put under all of these. All of this stuff here goes in the book of the law. Okay, the book of the law. Let me turn back here and read you something. Paul talks about the law. Sometimes he talks about it bad. Sometimes he talks about it good. So Paul's a little bit confusing if you don't understand the law and how all of it works. Not that I understand everything about it, but I do have some understanding. Let's go here. Okay, Galatians 3. This is Galatians 3, verse 19. Therefore, what serveth the law? It was added because of transgressions, till the seed should come from whom the promise was made. And it was ordained by the hands of the angels, ordained by angels in the hands of the mediator. Okay. Added because of transgressions. Prior to that, I'll go to verse 16. Now, Abraham and his seed, where the promise is made, he saith, to the seeds of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Christ. So the promise of Abraham carries on, and it's for us now because of Yeshua, which is Christ, okay? And this I say, that the covenant which was confirmed before God in Christ, the law which was 430 years after, cannot disannul, that it should make the promise of none effect. For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more a promise, but God gave Abraham by promise. So, and he goes on to explain the difference between his covenant, which was written with the finger of God, that's inside the mercy seat, and then this book of the law that goes on the outside of the mercy seat, which was, and this is Leviticus 16, because of their transgressions. Boom. There you go. Because of their transgressions. I could go to Jeremiah 7:22, where it says God wasn't even going to speak of all these sin offerings until that transgression. I spake not to your father about God really doesn't want us to kill bulls and goats. He just wants us to obey. He just wants us to obey so we can live in a good world. And there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation when he goeth to make atonement for the holy place, until he come out and have made atonement for himself and for his household and for all the congregation of Israel. And he shall go out unto the altar that is before Jehovah, and shall make an atonement for him. And he shall take the blood of the bullock and the blood of the goat, and put it upon the horns of the altar round about. And he shall sprinkle the blood upon his finger 7 times, and cleanse it and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Israel. And he hath made the end of reconciling the holy place and the tabernacle of congregation, and the altar he shall bring the live goat. And Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions, and in their sins putting upon the head of the goat, he shall send him away, and the hand of it fit to the wilderness. So they're going to release the goat to the wilderness. And the goat shall bear upon him all their iniquities into the land not inhabited, and he shall go into the wilderness. In the wilderness, releasing a goat full of iniquity into the wilderness. There's got to be some prophetic something or other there. And Aaron shall come into the tabernacle of the congregation. He shall put off the linen garments which he put on when he went into the holy place, and he shall leave them there. And he shall wash his flesh with water in the holy place, and on his garments, and come forth and offer his burnt offering and the offering of the people, and make an atonement for himself and for the people. And the fat of the sin offering he shall burn upon the altar. And he let go of the goat for the scapegoat, and wash all his clothes, and bathe his flesh in water, and afterwards come into the camp. And the bullock for the sin offering, and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought to make atonement in the holy place, shall one carry forth without the camp, and they shall burn in the fire their skins and their flesh and their dung. And he that burneth them shall wash his clothes, and shall bathe his flesh in water, and afterwards he shall come into the camp. And this shall be a statute forever unto you, that in the seventh month, on the 10th day of the month, ye shall after all, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger that sojourneth among you. For on that day shall the priest make atonement. Okay, so this is for the Day of Atonement, which is on the 7th month, which would make that in like around September. And on that day shall the priest make atonement for you and cleanse you, and that may be clean from all your sins before Jehovah. It shall be a Sabbath of rest unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls by statute forever. And the priest whom ye shall anoint, and whom shall be consecrate unto minister the priest's office in his father's stead, shall make the atonement and shall put on the linen clothes, even the holy garments. Okay, and this is going to be, so it's on that in the 7th month on the 10th day of the month. So this is on the 7th month and on the 10th day of the month, even the holy garments. And he shall make an atonement for the holy sanctuary, and he shall make an atonement for the tabernacle of the congregation, and for the altar he shall make an atonement for the priests and all the people of the congregation. This shall be an everlasting statute to you, to make atonement for the children of Israel and all their sins once a year. And he did as Jehovah commanded Moses. And Jehovah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, and unto all the children of Israel, and say unto them, This is the thing which I commanded, saying, that whoever be of the house of Israel that killeth an ox or a lamb or a goat in the camp, or that killeth it out of the camp, and bringeth not into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer the offering unto Jehovah before the tabernacle of Jehovah, blood shall be imputed unto that man, and he shall shed blood, and shall be cut off from among his people. Oh. And to the end of the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices on which they offer in the open field, and that they may bring unto the house of unto the Jehovah, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priests, and offer them for peace offerings unto Jehovah. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood. So what does that say back up there? This is the thing which commanded it. What man, whoever there be of the house of Israel, that killeth an ox or a lamb or a goat in the camp, or that killeth it out of the camp, and bringeth it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer it into the Jehovah before the tabernacle of the Lord, he shall be imputed unto that man, he that shed blood, and the man shall be cut off from among his people. Okay, and now that's pointing, the notes on here say it's Deuteronomy 12:5, which I know what that's going to say. It says, do not do this stuff outside where I put my name. Let's see, go to Deuteronomy 12:5 and see if that's the deal. Okay. But unto the place which, ye shall not do so unto Jehovah your God, but unto the place which Jehovah your God shall choose out of your tribes to put his name, wherein his habitation he shall seek, hither thou come. Okay, so he's given us the times, the dates this is supposed to happen when you do a Day of Atonement. Where you do the Day of Atonement, it's the place he puts his name. Now, most Christians don't know anything about the feasts. But when you come into some portion of truth and you go, okay, what the heck are these feasts? You start reading the Bible and you go, wow. And maybe you'll start in Revelation and go, oh, you know what? It says in here, you'll know the end from the beginning. So you go back to the beginning, you start reading this stuff, and you're like, what is the deal with these feasts? And you're like, holy smokes. These are supposed to be, it says forever and all this stuff. But he puts on it where he puts his name. You're supposed to cleanse the land. The land's not supposed to be full of pagan rituals and all this stuff going on. You're supposed to cleanse all that stuff out of the land. Then you have a feast. You're just high. Yeah, man. You're still high from last night, or you're just wake and bake. So, it's you're not supposed to do them outside the land. Okay, I did them for 2 years. I mean, I didn't know. And then I read Deuteronomy. I read that section in Deuteronomy. It was like, wait a minute, what the? So then I did a huge study on where everything that's the feast, and it's like, oh man, yeah. It's not about doing the feast, guys. It's about knowing about them, okay? It's about helping our brothers get in line with Him, get in covenant. We got to help our brothers and sisters out there get in covenant with Him, you know? So, oh yeah, my wife just walked by. So there we go. So study that out. It's Deuteronomy 12. It's also in Deuteronomy 16. And bringeth not into the door of the tabernacle. And okay, this says he gets cut off from among his people. That is, Peter goes on to tell us in Acts 3 that anyone who does not hear that prophet will be destroyed from among the people. It's kind of the same language. To the end of the children of Israel, bring their sacrifices which they offer in open field, that they may bring them unto Jehovah, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priests, and offer them for peace offering unto Jehovah. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar of Jehovah at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the burnt fat for a sweet savor unto the Lord. And they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils. Oh, they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils. Okay. The heathen. The ways of the heathen. Jeremiah says, learn not the way of the heathen. That's Jeremiah 10, verse 2. Learn not the way of the heathen. Guess when the heathen did their sacrifices and did all their stuff? They did it in Rome, they called it Saturnalia. That was on... the end of it would be the December 25th, like a week-long festival, kind of a Mardi Gras for the winter solstice, celebrating when the days get longer. It's the birth of Tammuz, the birth of Nimrod, the birth of Sol Invictus, the birth of Hector, the birth. You just name a pagan sun god that was born on the 25th of December. So what does the early church do? They learn the way of the heathen. All right, 17 verse 7. Don't do it, folks. It's wicked. His birthday was in the fall or the spring. We know this from Zechariah's temple, from when Zacharias spoke of his son being born, John the Baptist. And we know which part of the Levitical priesthood that he was a part of, and that tells us in Chronicles, somewhere in Chronicles, I can't remember exactly, but in Chronicles it tells us when each priesthood did their week of service. So each priesthood had a week on the times of at different times of the year, opposite each other, and his group was in the fall and the spring. So we know Yeshua was born in the fall or the spring. Okay? And if you have I'll call it Christmas dinner, Easter dinner, where the family all gathers, that is a sacrifice unto Jehovah. Just what Aaron did when he built the golden calf. Oh, tomorrow we're going to have a feast for Jehovah. They shall offer no more sacrifices unto devils, after whom they've gone a whoring, yes. Gone a whoring. Harlots, spiritual harlotry. This statute shall be forever, forever unto them throughout their generations. I tell you, folks. And thou shalt say unto them, whoever man there be a house of Israel, or the strangers which sojourn among you, that offer burnt offerings or sacrifice, and bringeth not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation to offer it unto Jehovah, even that man shall be cut off from among his people. Which of the prophets say God doesn't change? One of them is his son. And whoever man there is, the house of Israel, or the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, even I will set my face against that soul that eateth the blood, and will cut him off from among the people. Don't eateth the blood, for the life is in the flesh, and in the blood that I have given unto you on the altar to make atonement for your souls, and for the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul. Therefore I say it unto the children of Israel, no soul you shall eat the blood, neither shall any stranger sojourn among you eat the blood. That's Acts 15. Okay? Don't eat things sacrificed to idols. Don't eat the blood. Don't eat anything strangled. And don't be sexually perverted. Or well, I can't remember exactly how that's worded, but that's it. This is no sexual improprieties. And wherever, that's the four things that the new converts are supposed to do. What are new converts supposed to do nowadays? They tell you don't need to do anything. Uh-oh, guess they missed the memo. 3 of those are around food. Whatever there a man of the children of Israel, or the stranger that sojourned among you, which hurteth and hunteth, that catcheth the beast, the fowl that may be eaten, and even pour that blood thereon, and cover it with dust. For it is the life of all flesh, and the blood and the life thereof that is said unto the children of Israel. And ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of the flesh is the blood thereover, and he eat it shall be cut off. And every soul that eateth, which die of itself, or which beast is torn with beast, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger, he shall wash with both clothes, and he shall bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the even, and he shall be clean. But he that washeth them not, nor bathe in his flesh, he shall bear his iniquity. And Jehovah spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of... Okay, now this is chapter 18. Chapter 18 is pretty good. Moses quotes chapter 18 in Romans 10. And Jehovah spake unto Moses, saying unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, I am Jehovah your God. After the doings of the land of Egypt, where ye dwelt, ye shall not do. And after the doings of the land of Canaan, whither I bring you, ye shall not do. Neither shall you walk in their ordinances. So that's that learning not the way of the heathen. Okay? God made a covenant with Noah. We call it the rainbow covenant. That there's going to be a rainbow in the sky. You'll be able to look in the sky and see a rainbow and know that God's not going to flood the earth anymore. And he tells them not to eat the blood. Okay, then as soon as he tells them that, he says, then don't eat the blood. Well, what did Ham and Japheth do? They went on to make many nations, eating the blood. Okay. Then there's these Canaanites, their descendants. God's going to tell these guys to go wipe them out because they're so wicked. They brought 7 clean animals onto the ark and 2 unclean. Then they had built an altar and sacrificed the clean animals and 8 clean animals with Jehovah. And ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances and walk in them. I am Jehovah your God. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments. If a man do, he shall live in them. He shall live. Okay? Oh, Yeshua, how do I attain an eternal life? Obey his commandments. Which one? I have obeyed all the commandments. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, da, da, da. Okay? He tells the rich young ruler, this right here, choose life. None of you shall approach any that is near kin to him, or uncover their nakedness. I am Jehovah. The nakedness of thy father, or the nakedness of thy mother. Okay, so there we said, therefore ye shall keep my statutes and do my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. That's Romans 10:5. So this is what Romans 10:5. For Moses describeth the righteousness, which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them. But the righteousness which is of faith speaketh on the wise. And he saith not in the heart, who shall ascend into heaven? Who shall bring us down, Christ from down from above? Or who shall descend into the deep and bring it up from the dead? But what saith it? The word is nigh thee, even in thy mouth and in thy heart, and the word of faith which we preach. What he just said there is he was quoting Deuteronomy. And what Deuteronomy's talking about, and that's Deuteronomy 30, verse 12 and 13, 14 and 15, is people will say today, nobody can obey the Ten Commandments. Well, that part of Deuteronomy is refuting that belief. You have the Holy Spirit. You can obey the Ten Commandments. You got to believe in the power to change you. Okay, then, now the whole church will say, okay, well, this next section of Leviticus, this section counts. That other section doesn't count. This section counts. There's a little bit of truth to that because we don't have we're not in Jerusalem. We don't have the priesthood. We don't kill the bulls and goats and all that stuff. Yeshua came to pay for the book of the law. But we have to have some spiritual maturity to go, okay, and the Holy Spirit of truth, okay, to go, well, he is just giving us definitions. And this section here is just giving us definitions. Definitions of abominations and stuff like that. Yeah. And thy mother shall not uncover her nakedness, and the nakedness of thy father's wife you shall not uncover it, of thy father's nakedness, and the nakedness of thy sister, and the daughter of the father, or the daughter of thy mother, wherewith she born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy sons of thy daughters, and even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for theirs is of their own nakedness. And the nakedness of thy father's wife and daughter begotten thy father, she is thy sister, and thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. And thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of the sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother, thy sister, and for she is thy mother's near kinsman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife, and she is thy aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. That is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of the woman and her daughter, neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover the nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman, and it is wickedness. Thou shalt not take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness, besides the other in her lifetime. Thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she put apart for her uncleanness. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Moloch. Neither thou shalt go and profane the name of Jehovah. I am Jehovah. Wow. Okay, so we just go through where he goes and talks about, don't have sex with people in your family, and don't, all that, just common sense stuff. And then he says, thou shalt not let any seed pass through the fire of Moloch, neither thou shalt profane the name of thy God. I am Jehovah. And this book changes the name to Lord. It changes the name to capital Lord all over the place when his name's Jehovah. Woe to the scribes! Thou shalt not lie with any mankind or womankind, that is an abomination. Neither thou shalt lie with any beast, or to defile thyself wherewith. Thou shalt any woman stand before a beast to lie down hereunto, it is confusion. Defile not yourselves in any of these things, for in these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. So it just tells you that this is the kind of stuff they do in the land of Canaan. And when people say, "Oh, do you agree with Numbers 31 where he told them to wipe them all out?" Yeah, they were sick, passing their children through the fire of Moloch. This is their animals, brothers, sisters, cousins, daughter, mother-in-laws. These are the things in which the nations I defile, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled. Therefore I do visit the iniquity of thereupon it, and the land itself vomit out her inhabitants. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. And the land spew not you out also. When ye defile it, it spewed out the nations that were before you. For whoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that commit them, shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall ye keep my ordinances, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs which committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves herein. I am Jehovah your God. All right. Anyhow, a whole lot of that's being done right now. It's judgment, folks. Romans 1, verse 18 talks about people making idols. Then God gives them up to a debased mind to do all these kinds of abominations. Okay, that's judgment, folks. It starts with idolatry. Christians want to argue with atheists all day. Yet who makes the idols? Crosses, Christmas trees, Easter eggs, years and years of abominations culminate in judgment and in debased minds. Then governments are put in charge, ordained by God to be a punishment to a disloyal, punishment to the children of disobedience. Take the warnings, folks. All those warnings come out of the New Testament, right there that I just said. Yep. All right, so that is Leviticus 18. Leviticus 18. Leviticus 19. What I'm going to read tomorrow? Leviticus 19 has love thy brother as yourself. The royal law, as James calls it. I love you guys.